Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong. Two peas in a bong.
Two peas and a bong. Two peas and a bong. Two peas
Two peas in a bong.
All right, y'all. Two peas in a bong in the building again. It's your boy DP.
It's your boy KP.
And live from a weekend of binge watching football, it's your boy Bong.
Binge watching, huh?
Binge watching, man.
Oh man. Well, y'all want to start most recent to back or Saturday?
Hell yeah,
going
let's
forward?
get this first one out the way.
Ooh,
Please.
the Patriots Chargers.
Ugh.
Pats Chargers.
Yeah, I mean the outcome I expected in terms of who won the game.
Absolutely.
Just this is hard to watch, man.
I'm gonna tell the way that it started. I thought that the Chargers had a chance.
Yeah,
Get an interception.
Henley with that
inside the red
interception.
zone,
Yep.
and it's like, okay, you cooking with grease. And then
Was
you
it fish grease or chicken grease?
Man, this was pork grease.
Oh,
This
some pork chop grease.
this was pork grease.
That's been reused a couple times.
Yeah,
Got some old shit in it.
It's acquired. This was
Okay.
that bacon grease.
Okay.
They was using the bacon grease for pork chops. So anyhow, you get in the red zone, and I'm like, okay, it's obvious.
Not getting the red zone. You start in the red zone.
Yeah, it's obvious that you're going 4 plays. You want to get 6. And the first 3 plays, Justin Herbert decided he was going to use his legs. He did what we thought Trey, what's his name? The backup quarterback?
Trey Lance.
Yeah, we thought he did what we thought Trey Lance was going to do the week before. He turned into Trey Lance those first 3 plays.
Damn,
And
Trey Lance ain't getting no kind of respect, huh?
Trey Lance is a runner.
I know. I'm just saying you couldn't even use like Trey.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played that many games, man, throughout his career, man. I'm sorry, Trey. But anyhow, it got to 4th down, and I didn't like the play call. I looked at the replay, and I thought maybe Keenan Allen could have attempted to catch the pass, but you wind up not getting anything. And to make matters worse, you let the Patriots go down on that possession and get 3. And then you come down and take 3, and it's like, damn, you go into halftime down 6-3. If you would have kicked the field goal in the second possession when you were in the red zone, it's a tie game. Maybe it looks a little different. Maybe you score the touchdown, it looks a little different. But all in all, it just, once they didn't score in that red zone, it didn't look good from then on out.
Yeah, I mean, points were at a premium in this one. It was fucking 6-3 at the half, dog.
Yeah,
not 9-3 going into 4th. So they were still in it, but
one thing though. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
One thing I do want to say that they did miss a roughing the passer call in the first half.
It made a difference.
Huh?
Wouldn't have made.
Well, no, I'll say this. It would have sustained the drive. And at least they have the ball longer, and the Patriots may not get the ball back to kick that field goal and put up 6.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Let me keep it funky with y'all. Um, so the Patriots did everything in their power to make this game closer than it should have been. Right? We have the initial drive um, where the tip pass turns into an interception, drops the Chargers in the red zone. And again, at the time, I'm thinking like, damn, like I just hate this new Madden style NFL where everybody like, hey man, if I get fourth and anything less than 5, I'm going for it.
In the red zone, or just period?
He's saying
In general, damn near when they get to the 50, right? So it's like, okay, I get it, whatever.
I understand it in the red zone though.
But not in the game where it's 0-0.
At
And
the 5,
if
though?
you go ahead.
At the 5 though, where San Diego had it, you would,
Exactly. So
they had it at the 2. That was on the 2.
you know.
so fourth and goal. Now keep in mind, they gifted you points. At that point in time, you take the points because they gifted it to you. I don't want to come here after y'all gave me points and then walk away with nothing. And that's essentially what they did. But okay, so you had that play. Then you had another, I think your boy May got a drive damn near into the red zone and fumbles the football on one drive. He threw a bad interception. So I think he had 2 interceptions on the night. Like, he made the game closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
That being said, Justin Herbert broke his hand in week 13, I believe, against the Raiders.
Non-throwing, yeah.
His non-throwing hand, right? Since that point, he played 4 games before the playoffs. He didn't play in the last game of the season against the Broncos, but this is his record.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the Eagles. We will talk about how later on we realized that they were fraudulent. Okay, because if you look at how he played against them, he didn't look good against them, right? Then he played. Who was next? Then he played.
I'm
Scotty
sorry,
Boy
man.
was Grant.
Scotty Boy is in the building.
Grant.
Boy,
You know when he comes in.
So then he played the Chiefs, and we realized the Chiefs were on bullshit too, right? So he didn't look good against the Chiefs. Then he played the Dallas Cowboys. Of all the games that he played, that was the one he looked the best in, right? It's the only game this season that he has not taken a sack. With that O-line that just gave up 6 sacks tonight. He played the Cowboys, and I think everybody, because the Cowboys, as bad as they are, they seem to be everybody's litmus test, right? So, like, when the media sees a team plays the Cowboys, like, oh yeah, Justin Herbert's back. He's on track. He's ready. He's playoff Justin Herbert. Then he played the Texans, came back to reality.
And before you go too far, like even Alpha's saying to your point about the O line, he mentioned something about Slater going down early in the preseason, which definitely hurts.
Yeah, and then they lost the first round Joe Alt.
Yeah, so
so 2 of your best O linemen go down. He's taking sacks at a record-setting level, right?
Yeah, right.
Coming into the playoffs, and everybody still believed, even though your eyes can tell you he's not playing well. So bad O line, target, and this Patriots defense is halfway decent. So again, respect to Justin Herbert for toughing it out and trying to be the company guy, but we're at the point now where we need to start having conversations, man. Like these conversations about, Justin Herbert coming into this season and, last season, this season was regarded as a top 5, top 7 top 10 quarterback in the league. My boy don't have a playoff win yet. Not
Yeah.
one.
I mean, it's one of them things where they talk about him based on, I think, his potential and like talent, like arm
6'6" with
strength
the
and
arm.
yeah, you know, in your mind, a prototypical type size and arm
Right.
strength kind of guy, and they're just,
Right.
you know, salivating paws off of that. But I mean, I hear you. Like the results gotta come in at some point, especially when you're talking top tier. Like you're gonna have to put together some dubs in the playoffs, some type of run.
So to put up 3 points
Yeah,
is an embarrassment, especially when your defense technically kept you in the game.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel you on that because losing, it's like okay, I expected you to lose, but if you performed well, then you could say, hey man, well that wasn't on Justin Herbert, dog. Like,
Yeah.
but you, I don't know, it's
And
tough, man.
and then we have
San
on the
Diego Chargers.
on the other side of the coin, on the other side of the coin, this game is a confidence builder,
For the Bills.
a confidence builder for Drake May
I don't know, man.
and the Patriots. They don't
You
play the
think
Bills.
so?
They play the
I'm
winner.
I'm saying in the long run, now it's
No,
looking like the
no,
Bills have
no,
life.
no. I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm saying I mean,
Well,
obviously,
I got to see what the Texans do tomorrow.
we'll talk about all the other games that took place, but the Bills, like many teams this weekend, just happened to be, the last team to have the ball with a substantial amount of time.
Yeah, which if you
So
play, never mind. Let's finish with
yeah, so
this San Diego thing.
again, so I'm just saying
The disrespect is real. San Diego.
as a
Hey man,
as a
San
as a
Diego.
as a quarterback for a first time playoffs, right? As a second year quarterback, your first time in the playoffs, you made some mistakes. You played a really good defense. Now, you're not playing Justin Herbert. You're playing the Chargers defense, and the Chargers defense is top 10 in the league.
Yeah.
And even though you made some mistakes, I got to give it up to what's the offensive coordinator, Josh something. That
McDaniels
was with,
for
that was with Brady,
McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
I got to give it up to him. He schemed it up really well. There was some stuff that I was like, oh, okay, you hit him with that, you hit him with that, you hit him with that.
Mm,
I think it's hey, look, they like to use this with Dak Prescott all the time. He's got a better playoff record than Justin Herbert. So, I mean, if you're a second-year quarterback, you're the number 2 seed. That means the only team that you would play that you wouldn't play them in Gillette Stadium is the Denver Broncos, and the only way you see them is in the AFC Championship game. It's a confidence builder. I'm walking in the next week with a little bit of confidence because no matter who you play between Pittsburgh and Houston,
You do not want to play Houston.
yeah, that's what I'm.
What I'm
Houston,
saying
You don't want to play that defense.
I
what I'm
want to
saying
see
is-
Houston tomorrow, and that's
what I'm
why I'm
saying
just
is this.
reserving.
what I'm saying is this: I don't care if Houston comes in with that top-rated defense. Their offense is just as bad as the Chargers' offense.
Hey, listen, what's up, D Rouse? D Rouse in the building. I hear you, Bong. I'm just saying, like, if the Patriots play the way they played today, right, which you may not think is particularly bad, but that means it could come down to if they play the Bills or play Houston or whoever, the Broncos, who has the ball last.
Bong.
And they could play a very good strategic, great schemed up game. But if it's only one score game, they could still lose, man.
My question is CJ Stroud a better runner than Justin Herbert?
No.
Okay.
My point is
I
everybody
think the run's
got
going to be
action.
open.
No,
Everybody
DP,
got action in AFC.
what I'm saying is I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. We said that before the playoffs even started. Everybody has action, but what I'm saying is, if it's your second year, in the league. This is your first playoff game. You come out of it with a win. There's a level of confidence that should be building with you. Like, hey man, look, I took on a tough defense, right? We made mistakes. I turned the ball over multiple times, and I was able to still come out of there with a win. That feels good going
Yeah.
into another game where you're going to more than likely play an even better defense. Like the
And
Texans are a
you
better
have to
defense
have
than the
you have to have that mindset. A dub is a dub, right? And yeah, I think it's a confidence builder. You build on that. Yeah, you feel cool, but I'm just saying at the end of it all, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. Um who's gonna show that they're for real and all that? Is somebody finally gonna step up and be like, okay, this is becoming clear now that this team is the one that's gonna end up taking control. And we haven't seen every team play, but I wouldn't say that the Patriots have really shown that there's separation.
and we still don't know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Still-
Like
we
I don't
still don't
disagree with it being okay. Yeah, cool. It's a confidence builder. You're a young
Yeah.
quarterback. You got your first playoff W. Cool.
and
That's
that's
great.
all. But that's literally all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the Patriots should be the favorites moving forward. I'm just saying that this was a building block for a second year quarterback who's in the MVP race and just won their first playoff game.
Cool.
And some would say that his team won in the most dominating fashion out of every single game this week because it was the only game that wasn't a 3 or 4 point game. So this was not even a close game. The opponent scored 3. Their team put up what 16 or
16.
so. Every other game was a 3 point or a 4 point game and came down to the last possession. So
Yeah.
why would we not have say hey man, shit, we feel good coming out of
Yeah,
this. Week.
you say that, but I'm saying you're speaking from the Patriots standpoint, right? But if
Right.
we're sitting here and we're analyzing the game as a fan looking in and the whole scope of the playoffs, we just talked about the Chargers sputtering offense, right? So
Correct.
we have to put something on that. Like, yes, it was 16-3, but it was 9-3 going into the second half. So the whole first half, they're still in the game. Like, so to me, I'm like, I guess what I'm saying is I expected the Patriots, based off of the season they had, to come in here and just mollywop these cats. Because I didn't really I know the Chargers defense was cool and all that. I just didn't think that the Chargers would stick with them like they did. And it was a one score game up until the fourth quarter. So if you want to call it dominant, okay. I understand what you mean in terms of they kept them to one score. Other teams were back and forth throughout the weekend, but I don't know, man.
Their next opponent is the winner of Pittsburgh, Houston. Neither one of those offenses, if you line them up next to the Chargers and it's a 3-dog race, neither one of those would be more than a nose ahead, if that, of the Chargers, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and okay. So, and we're all saying the same thing in terms of there's no clear front runner. To that point, there's no clear front runner. So,
yeah. So we'll see. I mean, let me just say this. I'm happy for as a fan of football.
I will never say that.
As a fan of football, a young quarterback, second year, a lot was said about their road to the number 2 seed. You've had the easiest schedule in the NFL in 30 years, right? There were, if you talk to people, I think the point spread on this was like 1.5 points. So Vegas didn't think that they were going to be better than the Chargers. They gave the Chargers a real chance to do something. For them to come in and shut down the Chargers and hold the Chargers to 3 points, that's pretty impressive for a first-year head coach. Well, not a first-year head coach.
First year, yeah.
First year with the team. second-year quarterback.
Yeah, their future looks
Yeah.
bright.
Shout out to Mike Ditka Vrabel, who busted his lip hugging his player and wanting to taste blood through that face mask.
We got another Dan Campbell. And he's like doing this with the blood and showing up. The players is looking at him like, bruh, get out of my face. Like, did you just win a Super Bowl? Like,
I taste blood. Oh,
D. Rouse said that Hampton played tonight. He had one
he was
carry,
limited.
dog.
Yeah.
He
One
was limited.
carry, and I think he didn't even gain any yards. So
They made their mind up that they were going with Vidal Sassoon.
yeah.
And got him what it got him. Anyway, we spent too much time on this game. Let's move on to better games. So are we gonna go in reverse?
well, that's what I asked in the beginning.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted to get rid of this.
Going in reverse, that would bring us to the Eagles versus the 49ers.
Yeah.
Oh, D. Riles.
Okay. I'll let I'll let y'all speak y'all piece first. I'll hold off.
Oh, we already know where you going with it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we do.
I
I thought it was
his eye says me.
I thought it was a game that could have went either way. Honestly.
Yeah, it could have.
Entertaining game. Both teams scored on their first possession, so I was under the impression that it could possibly be a barn burner, and that turned against me real quick. I thought that I wasn't impressed with Brock Purdy. I thought Brock Purdy did enough, but wasn't overly impressed with Brock Purdy. Demarcus Robinson did get busy. Christian McCaffrey, all Mr. All Purpose, whether it's receiving, whether it's on the ground.
Yeah, he almost had 1,000 yards receiving this year.
Jawan Jennings with a timely throw. I don't know about the roughing the passer. I know they called it, but it didn't matter because he scored the touchdown. But yeah, Jawan Jennings, Jalen Hurts. I thought he threw some pretty good passes, man. I thought that his receivers didn't come up with catches. That was my thought and my takeaway.
Number one guy who's been calling for the ball.
You gotta
AJ Brown.
get some of the passes, man. They hitting you in the hands. The Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith.
He threw some bad ones too, though.
I'm really waiting for you to get him off.
There was one to Smith in the red zone. It had he put it low and kind of in his chest. He catches it and just falls between the defenders, but he threw it high. I mean, and that's not the only one. That's one that I can remember. But AJ Brown, like there were some
3 drops on third downs.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. I get it, but every pass isn't going to be perfect. You're going to make some mistakes on passes, but the one they still lost by 4 points.
Man,
some of those catches, if AJ Brown catches, that drive sustains and turns into 6.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and we sitting here talking about Drake May as a second-year quarterback, and we talking about Herbert. You got to talk about Hurts too. The quarterbacks get the blame and the glory. The most out of all players. What I'll say about Hurts, he and Bong had mentioned this. I don't know if it was last episode or before that. He doesn't run as much. And he said something about I don't know exactly what was said, but he doesn't want to run as much, or there was rumblings about him not wanting to run the ball. The thing with him is like you you can't even say is he a good pocket passer because he doesn't stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
Doesn't even stay there. Like he'll use his legs to run out of the pocket, but won't run the ball. He's not even running the ball anymore.
Because I
I'm
think he's.
extending the
I
play.
think because of his height, he can't see over the lineman, so he's
Yeah.
really he's running out of the pocket to just get a clear view.
And Brady said something about that, but but then when you're in the open, like just take the yards, man. Who cares if they're saying you're a running quarterback? Like, dog, just.
I think he got a fiance, or he married or something. Either he married or he got a fiance. I think he just got married a little while ago. You know, man, once you get married, things change because now it's not one voice, it's two voices, right? He come home, sitting in that cold tub at night. His wife like, baby, you done made too much money. You ain't got to do all that. You coming home banged up.
Hey,
You know, I don't want to see you like this. You know, like, hey, I want you to be able to enjoy your money after retirement. And he like, you know what, babe, you make a good point there. He stormed into management's office.
Come on, you got to rephrase that.
Yeah, right.
I want us to be able to enjoy
that money, right?
and that listen, that could be it. hey, that could be it.
Yeah.
That could be it.
But together,
absolutely.
They don't see you like I see you.
Exactly.
Hey, and listen, that could be it though. But would y'all say that had he taken off on some of those, the game would look different? Like there's clear field in front of you, man, and you still looking and like
so
I don't know.
Obviously, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I was hate watching the Eagles. I hate watched the Packers this weekend. I was in heaven, all things considered, and obviously I watched some of the Eagles content just to laugh. It's interesting though because now the fan base, for the most part in Philadelphia, have protected Jalen Hurts, right? Like they say that, hey man, he's the guy. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's outperformed Patrick Mahomes in both Super Bowls that he's played in. Like
35-65.
We understand that. We understand that Jalen Hurts has had great Super Bowl performances, right? What I'm saying is now they're starting to say, okay, it's the offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. He has to go, right?
Well, look at what Alf just says. He says he's also more comfortable on the move than he is going through progressions, which is why the lack of boot action in Patullo's playbook confuses me so much. You can say that about so many of these OCs who don't scheme up their game for these quarterbacks.
We've talked about it. That is a
coach in New York.
That is a problem. That is a problem league wide.
Yeah.
I believe, who was it? Was it Matt Ryan that talked about it recently? We talked about the Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, who talks about coaches letting their players down. Matt Ryan said that more coaches have failed players, especially quarterbacks, than quarterbacks have failed coaches, right? They come into the league. You talk about a Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, you got stuck with the fucking Jets. Then you got shipped to, where do you go, to Charlotte, or where did he go after that? I think he went to the Panthers for a little bit. Like you went from bad organization to bad organization, and then you got labeled a bum.
Yeah.
Now they put you in a situation in Seattle where it's like, hey man, first off, you got to Minnesota. Minnesota cleaned you up. That was rehab. Hey man, pick your chin up, man. Some clean clothes on, get his dude a shower, fix him some food, man. In the dirt from under his nails. You know what I'm saying?
Shower, a shave, a makeover.
Yeah. It's one of the
money in his pocket.
Man. Hey, we'll get you. We'll go get you a used suit. You can go to an interview, get a job, right? Like that's
like the barbershop.
Yeah, absolutely. So Minnesota put you, like, just got you back off your feet, right? Mortimer, we're back, right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, we back, baby. We back in business. Then you went from Minnesota and you finally got a job. And you got a real job in Seattle. And Seattle said, hey, man, listen, we value you as a person. Like, we see value in you. And all of a sudden, you're looking to be, and especially the way especially the way things shook out. The way things shook out, Seattle gets to play San Francisco as opposed to having to play the Rams next week.
Yeah.
So you get the better of the lesser of two evils when it comes to, and the Rams have to play Chicago, and that's not a cakewalk.
In the cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn cold.
Yeah, that might end up being the best game. I think Seattle may have an easier time with San Francisco this time around.
Absolutely.
That's just my thought.
You think it's going to be even easier than last time?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
I think so.
Now remember, I haven't got a chance to get on that to that team yet, but they lost George
Yeah,
Kittle.
they lost Kittle,
Hey,
which
did
is
you guys-
a big L. So they're gonna be
did you-
using use check more
Hey,
often.
did you see the did you see the Achilles roll up into the thing like Kevin Durant?
I didn't see it.
Oh, no, I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah. As soon as it happened, I said, "Oh shit, I see it."
Yeah,
Like I saw it roll
see
into his calf the same way Durant's
Yeesh.
did.
Yee. Hey,
yeah.
real quick, Mars Fart Sports, I wanted to acknowledge you. This is the first time I'm seeing you in the building, so I appreciate you tapping in. It says a few things here. Eagles have way more talent. Patullo just terrible. And clear difference between these teams was coaching. So he thinks that the difference between the Eagles and 49ers today was coaching. Alf has mentioned that Shanahan is a mastermind. And Mars Farts, is kind of along the same line, saying that he was scheming less talented players wide open without his actual weapon. So coaching is 60% of NFL football is what he's saying. So,
and we've mentioned it before. This is not our first time saying that coaching matters, right? That's kind of been our theme over the last couple of weeks. Coaching matters. Coaching really matters. You saw the difference in a lot of these games was coaching. I'm gonna tell you this: when they went to the trick play, he was at the bottom of the bag. Hey, we was at the bottom of the bag. The chips, we trying to get the last little.
Open it up real quick. Make it up.
It was a small hole in the bottom of the bag too.
Hey, that was if they had already. I mean, they had exhausted everything they had. Right, losing Kittle, you already don't come in with Pearsall, and we talk about Pearsall, but if Ricky Pearsall steps on the field right now, he's missed a majority of the season. So he's not going to look like a polished, finished product. Basically, right now you have wide receiver 1 is Juwan Jennings. Running back 1 and wide receiver 2 is Christian McCaffrey.
You're stupid. Hey, look. So, and you can go down the list, but I'll ask before you even do that. Would you then say that this is Kyle Shanahan's best coaching job?
Yes, but so hear me out. There's a caveat. I did a short about it right after the game. Right, this was a strength on strength, weakness on weakness. The Eagles, because KP, you said Brock Purdy didn't look good. Yeah. Brock Purdy didn't look good because he was playing a Super Bowl caliber defense, and they took advantage of him. That's the strength of the Eagles have won 12 games this year. Majority of them were with that defense. Jalen Hurts had about 8 games in the regular season where he didn't throw for 200 yards. They were 8-0 in those games. That is a Super Bowl defense because they didn't even have the running game that they had last year. Saquon hasn't looked as good as he did last year this year because there was a little bit of turnover on the offensive line. The defense won them a lot of games this season. So I knew that Brock Purdy wasn't going to look great against that defense because you're talking about a Super Bowl defense. But on the flip side, the Eagles offense and the 49ers defense were both, the weaknesses. So which one of those two was going to make enough timely plays to support the other half to bring them home? And it was the 49ers over the Eagles offense. So
Yeah. I mean, but look, and Mars Fart says this. They essentially, to me, have two head coaches on staff right now.
You talking about Robert Saleh?
Robert Saleh
Yeah.
and Shanahan, right? Um, that's tough, man. That's
hey,
tough. I mean, and they've lost a lot of people, even
a lot.
defensively too. Defensively, and it's just
We're not going to go and talk about the Jets, right? Because this is playoff football. But Robert Saleh got a raw deal going to the
oh yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
And it's a double whammy because he went to the Jets and he was dealing with Aaron Rodgers at Aaron Rodgers' position at the time. Aaron Rodgers now is not the same. He doesn't have the same leverage. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the
Oh
position.
yeah.
We don't view him the same way that we viewed him coming into the New York Jets.
This was pre-ruptured Achilles.
So,
Listen. Saleh will be in the mix for those interviews. How many positions are open right now? Like
a lot.
7, something like that.
A lot.
6. Something.
Is he going to take the Ravens job?
I don't know, but I think he's going to take one, and why not?
Yeah, but again, I'm not here to disparage Jalen Hurts. I'm here to tell you that we can blame AJ Brown for having drops today. The Eagles' offense was bad all year. Today was no different. It was no different today than it's been all year. But everybody said that just keep stacking W's, man. All we want to do is just make it to the dance. And when we get to the dance, we're going to turn on this magical light switch and we're going to turn into the juggernaut, team that we were last year. Defense said, we'll be there.
Offense, who was saying turn on the light switch? You saying that was their
just the national media. You listen to, you talked about go on ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS, all these places that cover football. They were saying like, hey man, when AJ Brown, when other people within the media were criticizing the Eagles, saying like, hey man, they don't look good. Well, they're gonna win the division. They got 12 wins. We don't care about the
NFC East though.
We don't care about how sexy the wins look, right? We can push 15 times a game and win it that way, and we don't care. Okay, well, make another hove.
Oh, this having too much fun with this.
No, I mean, you talking about them winning the NFC East though? Like
I'm not saying.
I heard.
DP, that's not me saying that. I'm saying what the national media was saying. Like, obviously, I put
the national media.
The NFC East.
Okay, well then let me correct myself. The national media is talking about them winning the NFC East. How impressive is that?
But
how impressive is that?
Again, it's not. But
okay, all right.
Me,
so all I'm saying is,
I know it's not.
And all I'm saying is, I've heard, talks about the problems with him and AJ Brown and their chemistry. I've heard them talk about how they can't run the ball with Saquon Barkley. It looks completely different this year. So I've been hearing about problems. So I wasn't sitting here thinking, oh yeah, man, the Eagles are about to turn it on and do this, and that. I kind of felt that they were in trouble today, to be honest with you, before the game started.
You know what? Before the game started, I was looking at the weather. I thought that if it would have been rainy or snowy, it would have went into the Eagles' favor. When I seen that it was neither, I said the 49ers have a chance.
And I want to ask Alf, because I saw Alf in the Discord, and Alf had responded to a couple of posts we had saying, I think it was him who said the Eagles were going to beat the Rams in the snow in the second round of the playoffs, right? And I was sitting here like, damn, I'm wondering if the Eagles are going to get past the 49ers. And while we're saying that the 49ers play the Seahawks and that's the better match for the Seahawks, we also have to remember that they've gone back and forth throughout this year. It ain't the same, but we've seen stranger things happen, right?
No.
And
It ain't.
if y'all were on here talking about scripts and who wants what, like you got to think about all of this stuff too.
I don't
Like,
think there's any script writer that wants the 49ers with, basically a Christian McCaffrey that has to do it all.
why not? It's in Santa Clara. It's a home game. Yeah, you had that draw with the Rams. Why
They
wouldn't
had
they have them against the Bills?
they had a
That's what I was
chance.
saying in the Discord.
They had a chance to guarantee that they would have a bye and that home game, in the road to Santa Clara, and they put up 3 points against the Seahawks with a healthy George Kittle at the time. Now, you mean to tell me that you're going to bring in someone that's not as good as George Kittle to replace his production? Like I don't see it. And again, you said it, any given Sunday, right? But I don't see it.
The stench. You got a whiff of that stench.
Hey Bong, I'm still with you. Like I got the Seahawks. What if you ask me who I want to see? What Super Bowl game I want to see? I want to see the Seahawks versus the Texans.
The Rams.
No, I don't want to
We've
see.
already seen the Seahawks and the Texans during the regular season.
I don't want to see the
It
Rams.
stunk.
Yeah. So
you saw the Seahawks and the Rams a couple times. Like they play each other. Like
No,
okay.
I'm saying the Seahawks and the Texans though. We saw that in the regular season.
But
and we saw the Seahawks and the Rams in the regular season. What's the difference? I don't want to see.
Well, no, that's not a Super Bowl. The Seahawks and Rams aren't going to play each other in the Super Bowl. That's the playoffs.
Hey,
yeah, I'm just saying, like we've seen your squad in the Seahawks in the regular season. What does that mean? I'm talking about the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. I want to see the Rams in Houston.
He said, "I got the Niners bookmark it." Shit, hey, come back next Sunday, man. We'll be back. We'll be back next Sunday, man. Come see about it because
Scotty Boy said Seahawks and Texas would suck.
It would. You want again at this point?
I think it's going to be the Rams and the Buffalo Bills.
Hey,
so before we move on to the next game,
Bart said he got the 49ers.
Before we move on to the next game, I just want to say this. I think we're gonna have to start asking questions about Jalen Hurts. I was having this conversation with a friend of mine who's a 49ers fan, and he was telling me that Dak sucks, and the reason and Purdy's better than him because Purdy has
way.
Hold on, let me tell you. Let me give you his argument. Because Purdy is a competitor and he's got heart and Dak doesn't, right? So I said, listen, there's probably five organizations that really care about winning football games, right? 49ers being one of them, the Eagles being one of them. I'll say the Ravens being one of them. And the difference between the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Eagles is that it's the organization because the 49ers have been to the Super Bowl, 3 or 4 times in the last 10 years with 3 different quarterbacks. Colin Kaepernick took them to the Super Bowl once, right?
Against the Ravens,
Against the Ravens, and they
and
lost.
And the Hardball Bowl.
And then Jimmy G took them to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. And then Brock Purdy took them to the Super Bowl. So it's not that you guys just keep finding these quarterbacks that are competitors with heart. It's that you guys organizationally are just so rock steady that you guys can really put together a blueprint and make sure that it works. And we're going to continually be successful. We're going to continue to compete.
And I'm glad you said organizationally because that was 2 different regimes that you covered too. Because Kaepernick was under Hardball. Versus now we under Shanahan. Yeah, exactly.
You got Doug Peterson,
and then Wentz, you go to
and then you go to Hurts, and Hurts been there twice with Sirianni, right? That's an organization. That's not all right, man. We just know how to pick those great quarterbacks. Because Wentz, a couple of years after that, and who's the other guy that actually had to play in the playoff games for him because Wentz got hurt?
Foles, right? Nick
Nick
Foles.
Foles. Both of those dudes' careers fell off a cliff as soon as they left the organization. So but shout out to
Going
the
with the
top
win in
tier
Chi-Town,
organization.
huh?
So I got to ask you this question, Bong, because you said this twice on two different quarterbacks. You said you got to
Yeah.
start. You mentioned the Chargers quarterback, and saying that he hasn't won a playoff game. And
Herbert,
Right.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, and saying
Yeah.
we got to start asking questions like, is he the
Yeah.
guy? Is it time to move past him?
I didn't say it's the time to move past him.
Well, you said okay. Well, you said you got questions.
Yeah.
Now, you said the same thing about Jalen Hurts right now. You're saying, "Hey, man, we got to ask the questions." Now, with Dak Prescott, do we have to ask the questions, or is this an organizational thing?
It's an organizational thing
I think
because
Dak Prescott answered a lot of questions this year.
there's and I really I'll
Yeah,
give it.
please let's
I'll
not
give
make
it.
it a
I'll give it
Dallas
2 cents.
Cowboys.
No, I'll give it.
I'm not trying to. I'm just
Damn.
saying. I'm just saying.
No.
Please.
I'll give it.
I'm trying
I'll
to
give it.
equate it to. I'm trying to understand because I'm saying, Jalen Hurts is a year removed from winning a Super Bowl.
Correct. And what I'm saying is, if you have a great organization, they put a team around Jalen Hurts, a world-class defense with a world-class defensive coordinator, a great run game. You had a running back last year that ran for 2,000 yards. We can probably say that the reason that the offense fell off is because the run game with Saquon Barkley fell
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
right? So now, if the run game falls off, a quarterback, we need to put a little something extra on your shoulders.
But
I just
but
told
Bong,
you, yeah.
if I'm gonna address that point, and to be fair, Jalen Hurts is not running the ball, so you don't have the QB run option. You don't have that run option where you either got to play Saquon or you got to play Jalen Hurts. So that has something to do with it too.
But
Like,
that sounds like it's a personal choice. Like, nigga,
no,
I
but I'm
didn't
saying
tell you to
what
take it
I
off.
don't care. I don't care if it's a personal, if
Yeah.
it's a coaching, if whatever it is. I'm just saying what's actually happening. I'm saying the product that's put out there on the field, the way they're scheming it up, the way they're playing the game, you don't see that anymore. So if there's no threat of, oh shit, did Saquon get it, or is Hurts, attacking the perimeter on the outside, you don't even have that anymore. So
He's
if
gotta
you
be
could
a
just say,
pocket-
let's
he's gotta
tackle
be
Saquon.
He's got to be a pocket passer then. And if that's not your strong suit, then you pack your shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, organizationally,
Is it pack your shit, or if we saying, listen, I just got to ask this, and I know I don't want to. We could be going back and forth, back and forth. We got people in the chat saying coaching is 60% of the game, and we talking about coaching is this, coaching is that. Are we saying pack your shit, or are we saying scheme it up better? Because you just, as KP said, you just coming off of a Super Bowl, so it's clear you had the personnel to do it. Who we talking about the 49ers and who they lost? Who have the Eagles really lost like that offensively?
a few old linemen.
O linemen, but skill positions and all that stuff. We're talking about the 49ers losing skilled position players.
They lost Jason Kelce.
I'll also say this. I'll also say this about the Eagles and what makes them a great organization. They're willing to move off of quarterbacks, players when the time comes. Carson Wentz, you essentially led us to a Super Bowl, right? You couldn't play in the playoffs, and we paid you, but we cut your ass when we realized that we couldn't get it done with you anymore. Are they willing to move on from Jalen Hurts because we can go find somebody that's better than you or cheaper than you? To his cap hit, I think in like 20, like they went all in, pushing a lot of money in. So we will see next year. Now, if Jalen Hurts comes back next year, and I also want to say AJ Brown has played his last game in Philadelphia.
Oh wait, listen. You D Rouse jumped in earlier and said that he thinks he's gone.
Yeah, Scotty
Yeah,
Boy
He
said
said
he's going
he
to Buffalo.
said he said AJ Brown out of Philly next season.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done.
And then Scotty Boy said their chemistry been shaky all season. And
So
he said AJ Brown to the Bills.
when we talk about the drops, I think there were two plays early in the game. One was a bad throw, right? It didn't touch his hands. It was slightly overthrown. The second one, it touched his fingertips. He should have came down with that. That was after that play is when him and Nick Sirianni got into it on the sideline. Later on in the fourth quarter, when we need a big play, you didn't cuss me out on the sideline, and now all of a sudden, big play, it goes through my hands. I'm checked out mentally. You have to understand your personnel. And that's where, again, Nick Sirianni has definitely been carried. He has no real purpose in that organization. He's a yes man. They gave him he had no say over who his offensive coordinator was this year. They gave him to you. Make it work. Like, so Nick Sirianni, who does not know, clearly doesn't understand the personalities of his damn players, says, hey, I'm going to cuss you out, even though I know that you're sensitive. You done read books on the sideline, held press conferences at your locker talking about you hate being here and all this other shit, but I'm going to publicly run down on you and think that you're going to make that next big catch for me. AJ Brown, I got my ring, I got my money, send me out of here. That's what he's thinking.
Okay. Well,
You know,
we
Buffalo
didn't spend too
Bills.
much time on these motherfuckers.
Yep. Buffalo Bills. Let's talk about
Um, Man, tough loss for the Jaguars. Good win for Buffalo. Tough loss for the Jaguars. And Tony Romo was even saying it, man. He was like, man, the Jaguars were built to really like make a run at it. And I think they did have a chance, like we saying, if there's no real clear front runner to you guys as it is to me, that there is not to me. Like the Jaguars get past the Bills, like, hey, they got a chance. But
we just, again, there were games that this weekend, as I saw them unfold, that I felt we know what the outcome is. The NFL needs Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah.
yeah. And you were talking about this, and Romo and them were talking about that shit too. They were already, I started to say it in the Discord, but I said, let me save it for the show. They're already talking up this Josh Allen and how there's no other big time names left.
Mm-hmm.
And you already said that, Bong. There's no Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
You know,
The
there's no Patrick
boogeyman
Mahomes.
is at home.
You know, Josh Allen is he's the only one left of those big names. So they're already speaking that up, man.
Hey, by the way,
the legend of Josh Allen.
Deal World, what up? What up? We ain't recognize you, man. What's good with you?
Deal World.
Yeah, man. It was a really good fourth quarter, a little back and forth. And you know, it sucks for a team like Jacksonville because after the game, everybody's talking about how the future is bright. They found their head coach and they found their quarterback, right? They finally married the head coach and quarterback. And motherfuckers get to thinking that the next year is gonna take off where we left off.
Yeah.
And it's like,
ask the Eagles. So we just finished talking about them for about 20 minutes.
But here's the thing though, DP. If you're the Eagles, you got your ring.
No, that's true.
So if you're Jacksonville, it's like, hey man, the future is bright. We got the next X amount of months. You know, you think about the same thing. You got your boy Baker Mayfield. Oh man, yeah, we We see bright future, down the line. We got our quarterback. We got Mike Evans. We got this,
Yeah,
that, and
they
the third.
in, they
Didn't
they
he
in
make the
trouble.
playoffs?
Yeah, they in trouble.
That's
You know what I'm
they're,
saying? Like
they're
this,
the Carolina Panthers. They're the Chargers. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
in that
Yeah.
situation.
We got our guy, and we got the head coach. We got the right head coach. This was for all the guys that felt left out, that felt like they had no name, that felt like the NFL only gives a fuck about 4 or 5 players. This was your year.
Yeah.
This was your year. This was the Hakeem Olajuwon back-to-back. Rockets win 2 championships because Michael Jordan is off in Birmingham playing baseball. This was that year for like 14 franchises.
Yeah.
So as you get knocked off, it's like, fuck.
Whoever wins this year, I'm gonna say it now. Whoever wins this year, you ain't repeating next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm calling it now. You can come back to this.
This is going to be that year of the fluky championship because I'm talking about the most.
And I won't even call it fluky.
It's gotta be fluky. Damn.
Hey,
Doug
I'm not gonna call it fluky, but I just don't think it's gonna be a repeat. I think you'll see 2 different teams this year and next year.
I was saying coming into the playoffs that there were 2 teams that were like extremely dominant.
Defensively.
Seattle, both. I'm talking about full team. And I was thinking Seattle and the Rams, but the Rams, I'm pulling back on that. The Rams, and
are we going to the Rams now, or are we finishing?
Hey,
It's something about Sweet Caroline, man. Come on.
Are we going to that game now, or
What
are
about
we
Sweet
done with the Bills? Do we have
just-
anything else to say about them in
let me just say
Jacksonville?
this. The runway, based on national media and sentiment, the runway has been cleared for Josh Allen to make a Super Bowl run. He will play
Okay.
the Denver Broncos.
In cold weather, in which he's used to.
He's used to, and the Denver Broncos that have an offense that isn't great. So again, most teams have one thing that they're good at. Hey man, I got this real dominant right hand. Denver Broncos defense.
It's very similar to what they faced with the Jaguars. Jaguars defense is cool. Offensively, were they just ripping it up? They were playing better
over the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Their offenses look
they were
better
playing
than
better
the last few games, the last few weeks. So.
Yeah. But
hey, hey, again, it's the runway's been cleared, but this is classic Josh Allen. No real standouts, a bunch of ragtag wide receivers. They brought my boy Brandon Cooks in. Shout out to Brandon Cooks.
Making plays, man.
That my man, I love my boy, as they call him, man. Cookie.
Yeah, he out there making plays.
Brandon
making plays,
Cooks,
dog.
What's his name? Shakir.
Yeah, he had what, 10, 12,
yeah.
10 or 12, something like that.
12 catches for like 80 yards.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
Yeah. So, the runway's cleared. Duval. Let's see what happens next year, man. They have some building blocks, but the NFL's a fickle motherfucker, man. You run into a season where something happened with an Achilles, a ACL, MCL, that shit, So we'll see, man. The funniest thing coming out of Jacksonville today was there was I think like a 20 or 30 year local reporter, an older black lady that was in in the press conference, and she was like telling Liam Cohen, like, you guys had a great season. Keep your head up, keep your chin up, man. We're happy for you. We respect it, da da da. And he's like, thank you. And like all over Twitter, all the real journalists are like, hey man, that's not the place for that. We're trying to meet deadlines. We're asking real questions. Like, keep that shit. I was like, y'all miserable motherfuckers.
Wow.
This shit took all of the clip was maybe like
15 seconds,
20 seconds.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here.
Nah, leave that shit out of here. We got to ask him where he failed and who's gonna get fired. And
that's it. Yeah. Nah.
These miserable motherfuckers. Oh man.
Different move says the secondary's bad.
Yeah.
So he's putting it on that defense. Hey, they
Yeah.
damn sure let him march down the field
On
with
that
that
last
last. Oh God,
on that last
yeah.
drive.
And your
No
boy
resistance.
Cooks had a key catch on that one, I think.
Yeah.
No
So
resistance.
yeah,
Okay. Moving along.
what we got? Which game is it? The Rams Chargers
Nah,
or the Packers?
it's the Packers
Bears
Bears.
and Packers. If we're
Yeah.
going in reverse,
hmm Packers, you can't be up 21-3 on the road and then give it up. Like, I
I
mean,
guess they said they could.
you
We can, and we did.
yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Like you
It,
scored 21 straight and it's
okay.
still not enough to win.
Scotty Boy
It,
said it was the most rigged game I ever watched. Your money was on the Packers, Scotty Boy.
yeah.
What you got, Alf? He
Hey,
says Matt LaFleur said Sunday that he expected to meet with the team president Ed Pelosi about his future in Green Bay either late Sunday night or Monday. If he gets the boot, who should they go after?
real quick. Adam Schefter reported that Ed Pelosi, the president of Green Bay, has a son named something else Pelosi, and he is, I want to say he's the agent for Harbaugh,
Mm.
something like that. There's
For
some
John
ties
Harbaugh?
to Harbaugh to
Okay.
the one that just got fired.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's the agent, so there could be a
No,
Harbaugh in
don't do
Green
it.
Bay, huh?
I'm saying don't do it, Green Bay.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah. I don't think so. You gotta Jim Harbaugh is what, coming off how many years with
John,
I'm sorry, John Harbaugh, and I just said John. John
19,
Harbaugh is coming off of 19
19.
years, 19 years with him.
Yeah,
Um,
Damn, he's been with him that long?
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, man. It comes to the
Or
point to where
18. It was 18. Sorry, because I think he was 1 year behind Tomlin.
I would have to ask the same thing about him as I would of Andy Reid when we were speaking a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last episode, where we said Andy Reid is still capable, right?
hmm
But is he at the point to where he still has the burning desire to do it? Like, how
Well,
long does that last, right?
Harbaugh has already said what he's already made a demand list. He's only going to
Okay.
interview with about 3 teams. He
Mm.
wants full control. He wants a $10 million budget for his assistants, and he wants $20 million a year. Like, this nigga's
And
not letting up anytime
and
soon.
and,
He's like,
and, and I say, you could say all those things when you get in the fire and shit gets to going. Do you still have that burning desire? You just talking about Jalen Hurts running and his wife at the crib talking to him about running. You think John Harbaugh's wife ain't like, look,
Nah,
nah,
man.
not
She's
these,
taking,
I'm ready to sit down so we can
girl
go
trips, man.
yeah,
retire. And,
not these coaches. These coaches is married to the game, man.
okay.
There's a I was watching the Cowboys that Jerry Jones documentary, and Jimmy Johnson said he told his wife it's over. Like, I'm married to the game. It's different. Players, you have a shelf
And
life.
that and
Coaches,
it's and again,
there's a
yeah.
lot of coaches that die in that office. Like, yeah, I was
No,
scheming
you're right.
play and
You're
just
right.
died on the couch.
And if he is one of those guys, if he is that guy, and there's no burnout right now, because there were talks about he just lost the locker room in Baltimore, so you were in control there.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out there. You were in control there. So what would be the difference when you go to Green Bay? Is it the personnel? Would you say maybe receiver wise? Maybe your defenses? Your defense wasn't healthy in Baltimore. I'll say that.
But
It's not the
You lost the
traditional.
coordinator.
he's going
Yeah.
to get the the best coordinators money can buy because Harbaugh was a special teams coach. He ain't got no specialty in defense or offense. So he can't control the game like that. He's a Geppetto. I'm just making a,
Pulling the
I'm
strings.
I'm just pulling the strings, but he can't do shit.
But
So
those were his people in Baltimore, is what I'm saying. That was your
he
crew. That
lost.
was your
He
staff.
lost his guy, Mike McDaniel, who's not Mike McDaniel, but Mike, what's his name? McDonald.
Yeah.
I forgot his first name, but I think it's Mike McDonald. To Seattle.
Yeah.
And his defense went to shit after that. It slowly eroded. And what it sounded like what I heard from, just hearing like a lot of these insiders saying that ownership went to him and said, bro, get rid of these bums. They're not making it. They're not doing it. And he said, he wants to be loyal to his coaches. So either way,
that's what I'm saying. You okay? So go to Green Bay. You're gonna have that same type of deal. And when shit starts stinking in the first year, if they start smelling a little something, even a couple of games, they're gonna already be questioning your ass.
Yeah.
Believe it. So that's the way the game goes.
I'll say this though. As far as back to the game, the Bears have been doing exactly, and I see Scotty Boy might have said it. What you said, they should not give up those second half leads. That is literally what the Bears have been doing all year. Is they don't, for some reason, the offense only plays 2 quarters, the third and the fourth.
Man,
they don't know how to get it done in the first half. But boy, if it's in striking distance in the second half, they gonna get it done.
Hey, Bong, and Jordan Love is tricking off. We were talking about the jump man, how they getting the athletes.
Yeah.
Hey man, they could have had a love scheme. It could have been show me some love, Jordan Love.
Yep.
They got the love hurts. Now we go to show me some love, Jordan Love. If you getting busy, hey man, this is
that's it. This is
shit swirling in the toilet, huh?
Yeah, he doing the Converse joint now. But
hey, we're still affiliated.
Hey,
we're still a Nike affiliate.
Come on, man. Different moves, man. Coaching. And I've mentioned that Ben Johnson makes a difference. Ben Johnson, I'll put it to you like this: Caleb Williams still isn't playing elite level football. But he's getting plays schemed up for him, no different than Sean McVay, no different than Shanahan. Ben Johnson is scheming that shit up.
And Ben Johnson is watching Napoleon Dynamite, looking at Uncle Rico roll out like, oh,
we're going to use that.
Absolutely. Like, yep, Caleb, yep, Uncle Rico.
Hey, listen, but Caleb Williams looks better, and he's coming through on some of the plays. That was a big
4th down throw that he made.
Yeah, he's making mistakes like any other quarterback, but he's also coming through.
He don't make that throw on 4th down, man. Game is over.
Hey, y'all got that thing I sent y'all about Ben Johnson.
Went to a Doomsday?
Yeah.
The Doomsday throw? Yeah, that throw. God.
Look,
he was doing the jump man.
Moves is saying.
He was doing the jump man.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a throw.
Y'all got that shit I sent y'all with Ben Johnson, like,
fuck
the Packers. Fuck them.
You know, he really can't stand the Packers. This is his second stop.
Yeah. But I guess
rivalry renewed.
Him and LaFleur had a little handshake issue.
Yeah. Oh, that shit was funny
earlier in the season. So, he paid him back. Like, man, get your bitch ass out of here.
Yeah. And he shook his hand, but he was already like, let's go, and like shook his hand on the side.
Yo, whole hard business. That I think, and I made it short about this game as well. Last night. Jordan Love continues to live off of that playoff game, that 40-point playoff game in 2023 against a team that will not be mentioned. That's his only playoff win. That's his only season. Huh?
He didn't play bad though.
He didn't play bad when?
Yesterday.
He didn't play bad yesterday.
In the first half?
I mean, okay, first half, whatever, I'm not gonna just completely put it on him. Again, I know I said the quarterback, and we all know the quarterbacks get the glory and the blame, but I mean, he wasn't just complete trash.
They don't get the blame with you, DP. You always defending them.
I'm
Yeah.
defending Jordan Love. I'm just saying he didn't play that bad.
He didn't turn the ball over.
Like,
Okay. I think maybe
I just call it how I see it. I ain't always defending quarterbacks. I be
I
calling
was
it how I see it.
I mean, I was disappointed with a few things. I was disappointed that they missed the extra point down the stretch, and then I was disappointed that they missed the field goal. Like those were two momentum swings that
And
went
Bill
into
World said he
favor
ended
of
bad.
the Bears.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. He ended bad, and as you alluding to, Bong, he didn't blow it up in the set in the burn it up in the second
Bad
half.
clock management. It was bad time management all the way across.
I
Uh,
mean,
I
listen,
don't know, man.
I'm gonna give credit to the Bears. They were at home. And this week, this next game, they play against the Los Angeles Rams. And based on how the Rams have looked, like ending the season and then going into starting the first week of the playoffs, the NFL may need to get involved. If
Yeah,
y'all really want the Rams to continue to play on, the NFL may have to get involved. You
Roger,
take it how you will.
we call Roger now.
Yeah. Somebody get Roger on the phone because the
yeah,
NFL may have to get involved. That defense, that Rams defense, does not look like it did in the first half of the season.
yeah. But the Bears, hey Bears, don't start off playing from behind like you did with Green Bay, or like you have been doing and having your fourth quarter comebacks or all of that stuff. Like the Rams offensively are better.
Hey man,
I don't
I
know.
just got off the phone with
Hey,
Roger, man. We
hey,
good, man.
Choke, he said almost got bought by Bryce Young and Jalen Coker. Like that's insanity, bro.
So are we going to that game? We done with the Bears and Packers? Are we going
Yeah,
to the
man.
Rams? Hey, might as well. Fuck it. I will say
Do
this.
it live, but do it live.
As Bong says, I defend the quarterbacks. I'll say this about Bryce Young. I'm probably happiest for Bryce Young out of all of the quarterbacks in the field, because I honestly I don't like to see when they're on quarterbacks and they're like, "Oh, this dude's a bust. This dude stinks. He's a
It's a
bum," and blah
bum.
blah blah. I
Yeah,
don't I
yeah.
don't I don't like to see that. And we were talking about Herbert earlier, where it wasn't a case where you say, "Oh, the Chargers lost, San Diego Chargers lost, but Herbert, man, he had a hell of a game. He did cool, blah blah blah." You could say,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, man, Carolina lost, but Bryce Young wasn't bad. Like Bryce Young was okay. Like Bryce
Yeah,
Young is coming along. Like I
yeah,
think this is a stepping stone year for him in the right direction. Hopefully
absolutely.
they follow it up next year and play, just as good. Another playoff appearance. I don't see them being a franchise that's on the verge of like deep playoff run, Super Bowl type shit, but it was cool to see Carolina, get there and not just fucking fold.
DP.
Yeah.
But here's the fucked up side to that. Even the way they got there on 8 wins. That means it's likely going to be the same thing next year. One team is going to come out the NFC South,
True.
right? Carolina, it may be your year. I mean, it took everything. It took everything. It took the Atlanta Falcons, who somehow fired their coach first, even though, I mean, they were a game away from being in the
Raheem
playoffs.
Morris got a raw deal.
It
God.
took the
Uh,
Atlanta
Kirk
Falcons to
Kirk
beat
Cousins got a raw deal too.
It took the Atlanta Falcons to beat the New Orleans Saints a day after you lost your last game of the season in order for you to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, although we talk about these building blocks, next year might be somebody else's turn. Like it may be the Saints' turn, right?
Very true. But Bong, you
So
always talking about your bingo card and what you did and didn't have on it. Did
yeah,
you have Bryce Young and the Panthers going to the playoffs on your
going toe
bingo
to
card?
toe with Matt.
Exactly. Was that on your bingo card?
Hell no, absolutely not.
So while I feel you on listen, while I feel you on how they got there, what I'm saying is look at how they performed in the actual game. So it would have been like if they got blown out, it would have been like these motherfuckers didn't even belong in there.
Yeah,
But they almost won the motherfucking game. So
and the
imagine that.
Hey man,
The
I was
funniest-
a little. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nervous in that fourth quarter. Y'all was texting and I wasn't even responding. I'm looking at it like,
Oh, we noticed.
hey,
ah,
the funniest part of it all is that there was a narrative that they tried to create around the comeback. Like, oh, Matt Stafford showing that MVP valor. Come on, man.
I was gonna ask
No,
that question.
don't we?
Based on the quarterback performances today yesterday and today between Matt Stafford and the Patriots quarterback Drake May, who's the MVP?
It's going to Stafford.
They're the narrative has already been created,
Yeah, it's
right?
going to
They
Stafford.
want to give it to Stafford, and like I said before, he is when we talk about the GM and the coach being, you know, married or at the hip, joined at the hip. Sean McVay has been on a crusade all year to get Matthew Stafford an MVP. Once it became feasible that it was something that could be done, he he would rather throw at the 1 yard line than to run it at the 1 yard line. And I remember a player that used to do that shit all the time. Goes by the name of Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers got to the 1 yard line, the 2 yard line with Jordy Nelson,
And who?
Adams,
And
Devontae
there
Adams.
you go. And who does Stafford have now?
Devontae Adams,
So you've seen.
it's always
Puka.
at the 1 yard line. We're not going to run.
Mhm.
We got fat ass Eddie Lacy that can just fall into the end zone. I'm going to I'm going to pad my stats a little bit. And Aaron Rodgers has a couple MVPs, right? Based off of padding those stats. So they're going to give it to Matthew Stafford.
In different moves is saying Stafford like Jokic stat padding for MVP. Listen, I mean, in a year where it's gonna go to a quarterback, he's leading in passing yards and touchdowns. I
Yeah.
think it's gonna go to Stafford.
Yeah.
So
Different move.
And shout out to Matt Stafford with that pass to Kobe Parkinson. That was a nice damn throw and catch. Way to get in that damn end zone.
It was a great catch and
It's that dub.
a way to get into the end zone. That was great. So next week's lineups are almost set. We have one more game tomorrow. So I guess we can come on tomorrow and really do the predictions.
we'll see.
Tomorrow it's still the Monday game is still weird to me. This Monday wild card game.
Okay, so who will the Texans play next?
The Texans.
Oh,
The Texans are
He's
playing.
already said the Texans.
They're playing the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
so I talked all that mess about the Texans defense, only to say I'm going with Pittsburgh.
No.
and the old men.
Different moves is like for Texans, Steelers. No. Different moves. Who do the Texans play next?
I'm going with the Steelers.
Different moves, like the youngsters that play video games and simulate the season. We've already played that game. We simulated that.
31-14 Texans.
Different moves. I'm going with the Steelers tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers pulls a rabbit out of a hat.
Shit.
And
Oh,
finds out it didn't work for him. The
absolutely.
trick was dead.
But yeah, okay. So I mean, I would love to see Tomlin get a win,
Oh no,
kind of
I
to
shout
keep
out
the
to Tomlin, but
to keep the haters off his back.
I
You
don't
know,
think that would keep the haters off his back.
you know, it was so funny because had the Baltimore kicker made that last kick, Tomlin might have been on his coaching tour right now because
Right. Hey, Tomlin might have been giving his demands instead of Harbaugh. Here's my list.
yo,
I want full control.
I think did you hear when they asked Tomlin that question? Like, hey man, how close it was so close from you guys if the Baltimore kicker makes that kick, you guys lose and you guys are out of the playoffs. And he was like, well, if my auntie had a man parts, she'd be my uncle.
He said that.
Motherfucker don't hit me with no what ifs or
Oh
what.
man, that
He
is funny.
said, if my man parts, she'd be my uncle.
Oh shit. Tim's Aviation, shout out to you. First time I'm seeing you. Hopefully we can get you to come back, rock with us, subscribe. Those of y'all who haven't subscribed, please like, share, subscribe, all that. We appreciate it. We need it. We're trying to grow.
Absolutely.
He says Steelers winning.
Next question.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Tim's Aviation. I don't know. Are you a Steelers fan? I don't want to throw dirt on your squad, but I'm seeing it differently. But of course, who am I? I could definitely be wrong. Oh, he's a Steelers fan. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even like the Steelers, but see them winning, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you and your squad tomorrow, Tim's Aviation. You know, it's
Absolutely.
or depending on where you at. If you East Coast time is today for you.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Anyways, KP,
Oh,
you know what time it is, man.
Hold on. The Steelers have not lost on Monday Night Football at home since 1991. Ooh-wee. We need an engineer in here, right? We'll probably see engineer in the Discord and get his take on it.
There you go, Deal World. Deal World.
Oh, Deal World already know. Hey, y'all, shout out to y'all. 2 Peas in the Bong. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Oh man, I paused to give you a little bit of time for
We in there,
the punk
baby.
ass balloons.
We in there.
Oh, and the fireworks. Hey, y'all, listen.
There, baby.
Hey, KP. You getting 5 seconds when I
We
start
in
that,
there,
and I'm just going. Hey, listen, chat. If we abruptly just cut off on y'all, it's no disrespect. I'm just trying to get out of here before KP come with them punk ass balloons and them whack ass fireworks. All right, that's all. So shout out to y'all.
Damn, my balloons ain't working.
2 Peas in the Bong. We out.
Damn.